Means we are live. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to At Home Comic Con 2021. I'm really excited for this. We have a great whole slew of panels ready, and we're actually doing 2 days this year, which is incredible. I am joined by several amazing guests, starting with Matt Draper.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see you.
We've got Owen Likes Comics.
Much like WrestleMania, At Home Comic Con is too big for one night. Good to see everyone. Hope they have a lot of fun.
Oh, and we have Troy Oboyo 17.
Hello there, everybody. I am happy to be here. I got a Baja Blast at 7 in. Having a great day.
Very on brand. Well, since Matt, this was your brainchild and you got At Home Comic Con rolling with 2020, I'd like to hand it over to you. Talk about what this is all about.
Sure. Well, much like last year, because of the COVID pandemic, we wanted to be able to give people a chance to have their own convention at home if they couldn't make it anywhere. And we thought we'd continue it this year, have another chance to give back to charity, bring you all some entertainment. And this year, our charity is Project Hope. Which will be giving out our donations to medical workers, medical facilities, and continue to support good medical causes for all the frontline workers. So you can see that there is a donation in the chat right now. Feel free. It would be amazing if anyone could give any dollar amount because any little bit helps. We're hoping to get to $10,000 this year over the span of both days. And as soon as you enter with your donation, you're entered into a raffle, and it will continue through both days. So if you donate now, you're going to be entered into the raffle throughout the days, and we're going to be giving away some awesome giveaways each panel, including this one. So if you want to get in for right now, please donate right away. We're going to be announcing the giveaways for each panel, but this opening panel will be a $30 Comixology gift card. But we've got a lot of other awesome things, gift cards, digital comics. We have a special variant cover from Valiant for Ninjak, which is awesome, which is the next panel. So tune in, donate for a great cause, be part of the raffle, and just join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of awesome, fun panels. And I think we have an even better variety than we did last year.
Yeah, I think we have a really good mix of comic tubers. We have industry professionals. And the best part is that when it comes to the comic tuber specifically, it's people that cover a wide variety of genres. I mean, obviously, a lot of us still focus on comic books, but we have people that focus on comic book video games. We have people that do deep dives analyses. We have people that do history. We've even got a big superhero tabletop RPG, and we brought in some people that are more specific for RPG content. Owen, you did all of the organizing for the panels this year, and I think you got a really great spread. Would you be cool with going down the list of what people can expect?
Yeah, I mean, I like to kind of concur with what Matt and Drake have said. I'm really proud of what we put together this year. I think we've really kind of took what we did last year, and I think we did a great job last year, and kind of built and expanded that in a really interesting way. So coming up today after this, we have got a special Valiant Comics panel with the great writers, co-writers of Harbinger, also working on the new Batman Beyond Neo series, Colin Kelly and Jackson Lanzig. They'll be joining Greg Katzman from Valiant to talk about the upcoming Harbinger series and some of the other interesting books they're writing for both Marvel and DC. We'll also have a special episode of Elseworlds Exchange later today with Sal and Kate Joel talking about the best Superman suits, both in comics and in live action and animated. So if you've got a personal favorite, make sure to get in there and tell them what to go for. We've also got the Comic Academia Spotlight panel, which was my personal favorite from last year. I spoke with the panelists for that yesterday, and I'm super excited. We've got Michaela Laird coming back from last year, New Comics, as well as For Every Kind of Geek, Critical Rants, and Danny Graydon from the University of Hertfordshire, who will be giving a very academic talk, so I'm very excited for that. And then we'll be closing today off with Comic Story and hosting his Heroes Against Humanity panel, which is, if you've not experienced that before, that is a ton of fun and a great way to close day one off. And then we'll be back, same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. So hopefully you enjoy today's show, you enjoy this panel and everything that comes after it, and you join us again tomorrow as we aim to entertain you all and raise a lot of money for a great cause.
Absolutely. And I do want to apologize that we didn't have the chat properly working earlier. We're still trying to figure out how to get this new setup going. Also, big shout outs to James from Watchtower Database for making this new layout. It looks incredible. I'm very excited for it. But yeah, now we have the chat working over here. So feel free to tune in. Just as a heads up, the chat will be specifically running the chat for our At Home Comic Con YouTube channel and Twitch. So if you guys are watching on my channel right now, we are actually encouraging every guest and honestly anybody that is watching to do a screen cap and share this, because the more people that watch this, the more eyes we get on charity. Also, I saw we had some questions in the chat of how to enter in the giveaways. That's simply through donation. We'll be collecting your information that way, and we'll be doing random giveaways there.
And remember, no super chat, because the super chat just goes to the channel, which I'm sure if anyone gets a super chat from this, they'll put it back into the donation.
Absolutely.
But donating directly to the cause is how you will immediately get entered into the raffle.
Yeah, and one other thing about the direct link for the Streamlabs charity is that we actually do not touch that money at all. That's going to go directly to the charity. That way, you don't have to worry about like when is that going to get there delivered. It like any kind of like, is anybody actually going to hold on to it? No worry about that. Straight to the charity, which is great. And also there's going to be no cut taken out by YouTube, by Streamlabs, or anybody. So that's going to be the best way to directly help out. And also we have a alert box. So you can type in your little custom message, which is always nice as well at the top of the chat. So yeah, if let me just adjust the chat settings real quick. And then I think it's time to get into our first panel of the day. Everybody's excited about that.
Extremely.
Okay, so last year we did my wonderful silhouette challenge that ended up being a little bit of a complete disaster, but it was fun. But everybody knows me as the guy that knows a lot of crazy, strange, and straight up bizarre trivia facts about comic books. So hey, I've donned my finest comic book suit. And who's ready for the At Home Comic Con Trivia Extravaganza?
I am.
Yeah,
Right.
I guess so. Oh, we need to introduce our other guest.
Wait, we announced
yeah,
Troy.
Troy's
Troy,
here.
go ahead.
Oh yeah, Troy's here. That's the best way to describe me. There we go.
Troy, we love your content. He's also
Oh, thank
the
you.
editor on my channel.
Thank you. Yes, I am.
Wait, does this mean you
I'll
get
do it.
paid to do this?
You guys are getting paid?
No, but are you? Is Drake paying you to come on this panel?
No, he's paying me just with clout. That's
Yeah,
really it.
and exposure. It's a new cryptocurrency.
Yeah,
Yes,
exposure
delicious.
coin.
It's worth just as much as other trash coins. So I have asked all of our guests to get a kind of soundboard for their phone so they can buzz in for the quiz. So let's hear what everybody's sound effect they chose is for this. Does anybody have their does anybody have their app up and running?
I've
Got a
one
bunch
right
of ads on mine. I'm gonna figure that out really
Oh,
quick.
exciting. Capitalism.
here. This is mine. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can. Sounds like a fart.
It's a honk.
Oh no, I mean I get it. Yeah.
Oh, oh, that's a good one. That's a good
Little
one.
toot. Owen, you got yours?
Mine is just loading now, so I'm just going to shout my name until it starts working.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, this is going along real smooth.
The first one I found on the App Store has this has this sound, and I think I'm a fan of that.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little silly bit.
Okay.
Comedy.
All right.
boner.
And Owen's just gonna yell Owen
That's the
until he gets it
comedy.
working.
Okay, let's see if this works. There you go. We'll
All
go
right.
with that.
Now there are gonna be no prizes. It's just bragging rights for how well you know comics. I have a good spread. Obviously, it's gonna be mostly Marvel and DC because those are the two most popular comic publishers. We also have stuff from independent publishers. I even have news strip comic trivia, and there's a lot of these.
Is
that I
Kathy
learned.
in here? She says ack.
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 All right, we ready for the first question?
Is there Spawn in here? That's my question. I'm just wondering for
There's
It
Matt.
gotta
might
be Spawn.
It's
There's better be
Spawntober.
Spawn.
Primo spawn.
Oh no, it's Spawntober now.
Oh no, another month?
This keeps going, baby. Spawn all year
Spontent.
long.
Oh, that's great. I love it. And obviously,
Spawn you,
we
Aaron.
can talk about
Spawn-
the
yeah.
and obviously
I'm
we
waiting for
can talk
Sparge.
about the question as well.
We're already losing our minds. This is
Yeah.
awesome. What a
All
great way to
right,
kick off.
it's bright and early. I was out way too late last night against my better judgment, and I might be slightly hungover. So only the best for.
Did you go to that? Did you go to that wrestling match?
No, we decided we're going to go in November.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
All right.
Just
All right.
checking. Just checking.
Let's ready for the comic trivia extravaganza. Yeah. What's the answer?
Spawn.
Maybe.
All right. What two DC comics inspired the font Comic Sans? Matt.
I want to say Watchmen and Dark Knight Strikes Again. No,
That
Dark
is
Knight
correct.
Returns. I mean,
That is
Dark Knight
correct.
Returns. Really?
Yeah. So it was the Batman comics and Watchmen inspired Comic Sans. So the guy who made it was
Woo!
he was told to make a font that would be a bit sillier for, I believe the program is called Microsoft Bob, and then Comic Sans ended up not going into it because the project lead didn't like the font, but it was already made and it became a standard pack-in for Microsoft Word, and the rest is history. Also, fun fact about Comic Sans is that it's one of the best fonts for dyslexic people because every character is so distinct that it helps people read. So it actually has good accessibility as well.
Interesting.
So really, Comic Sans is the best font, is what we're saying.
Correct.
Yeah.
It also led to Sans Undertale. So
Exactly. See, listen, societally, we should have stuck with Comic Sans. Really, I think.
exactly.
Societally, yes.
Societally, yeah, we live in a society.
All right, gang. What common word did Marvel own the trademark to from 1975 to 1996? Matt.
Zombie.
Correct. Marvel owned the trademark to zombie. It actually ended up getting outside of the general lexicon because zombies started getting popular around the late 90s. Also, fun fact, Robert Kirkman actually wrote the original Marvel Zombies comic. And Walking
Sure.
Dead helped bring the ubiquity of zombies to the forefront. Obviously, that was a bit after 1996, but yeah.
Don't forget Battle Pope. He also wrote Battle Pope.
Cannot forget about
Pope
Battle
who likes
Pope.
to go to war.
It's true. It's very true. All right, we got another one. When Archie Comics tried to get into the superhero genre, what was the alter ego that they gave him?
I feel like I should know this.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
and
just going to take a complete shot in the dark. Was it Riverdale?
no, but that would have
was.
been incredible.
How much are these points worth, by the way? These
Yeah.
questions.
The
you
points
know?
mean nothing. The
Oh,
rules
Oh,
don't
we're
matter.
going on. We're on whose line is it anyway? Rules. Okay.
Yes, and.
I thought that Owen was gonna have to owe you money for getting something wrong, like Jeopardy.
Oh, and you must donate to At Home Comic Con with our currently
do
we
that
are sitting at
anyway.
$142.
Oh, wonderful.
Wow. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys so much.
Let's keep this train rolling.
All right, Owen, that's going to be $1 to charity, even though
I can do
we're
that.
already contributing money to the giveaways.
It's fine.
That's fine.
Of course.
Anybody else? Archie's superhero alter ego. Matt.
Black Beetle.
No, that is not correct.
All right.
All right,
That
is
is
that a pass from everybody?
Is it by chance like is it Spider-Man?
No,
I'm sorry.
No? Okay.
Did you buzz in?
I just did.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear a
Oh.
boing.
Oh, I buzzed. Oh,
Put
was
it next to the mic.
Right in the mic.
There we go. That's classic. It
Spider-Man.
was actually Pure Heart the Powerful.
That's close enough.
Yeah, that's exactly Spider-Man. What Oscar did the 2016 Suicide Squad movie win? Troy.
Best hair and makeup. Best hair and makeup.
That is correct. The
Best hair and makeup. Oscar-winning movie, Suicide Squad 2016.
Oscar award-winning movie,
Oscar
Suicide
award-winning.
Squad 2016.
Every movie with the Joker has won an Oscar. I'm not saying I'm not saying it means anything, but I think it means something.
My God, that would have been a good trivia question.
It really has.
I'm gonna write that down for. I'm gonna reuse these eventually. They're good
Reuse
questions.
it next. That should be the next question.
What DC character in every appearance won an Oscar? Fine, nobody wants to buzz in. That's okay.
Oh.
What color was Hellboy in his first appearance? Matt.
Black and white.
Yeah, close enough. He was gray. That was in Dime Press number 4. He
I
got
was
the
gonna
icon.
say grey, just
You
because
got-
of the Hulk was also grey. Thought maybe there's something to that.
It's
I
true.
didn't say that.
He actually got his red color scheme when he made his second appearance.
Of course.
Actually, that leads into another question. Although adamantium is usually associated with Wolverine, it was introduced as a part of what character? Matt,
I want to say Gambit's penis.
that is
Oh,
very
we're,
incorrect.
we're going that way now. We're going that route. Okay.
I'm sorry. Is it too early? What?
Owen,
Was there a long lost Marvel character called Adam Antium?
no, but I would not put that past him.
Okay, well I tried.
Was it Spider-Man?
Troy, that you got to play that boing louder.
I'm trying to. I got a mic.
Right
in
in the
it.
mic, right in the mic.
I just
Right
saw
in
you
the
pick it up.
that
There we
better?
go.
There we go.
It's
Is
not
it Spider-Man?
It's not
It's not
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
No. No. So it was actually Ultron. When Ultron 5 first appeared, he was made out of this new metal called adamantium. And it's weird though, because adamantium has become so associated with Wolverine that Fox owned the rights to the word. That is why everything in the MCU is vibranium, even though Ultron was the first appearance of adamantium. Wild.
No.
What real world rapper has teamed up with the Punisher? Matt.
Eminem.
Correct. Punisher and Eminem had a wonderful team up in the mid 2000s to also go along with Punisher meets Archie. Punisher has had some of the strangest crossovers in history.
Archie also met the Predator.
It's true.
He was decapitated by the
Mhm.
Predator, and then they used his DNA to reform Archie into like a Pred Archie at the end.
That's
So
true.
basically, the next season of Riverdale is going to be crazy. Is what you're saying?
Oh yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done it yet.
as if it wasn't already crazy.
Right, it's a musical now.
We have this piece of trivia was submitted by @thehumanb1. What was the name Stanley and Jack Kirby first considered giving Black Panther?
I
I
got
feel
nothing.
like I should know this. But here I am not knowing it.
Man, I was honestly worried I made these trivia questions too easy, so I specifically went out to make them a bit more difficult because I figured I'm hanging out with 3 comic gents.
We just read the Wikipedias.
Didn't
We
realize y'all
actually read
suck.
comics.
Did you just dab
Oh, I absolutely just
in
dabbed.
2021?
Yeah, we're 5 years past that, right?
Oh, dude, I dab all the time. I hate that I'm actually known as the dabbing guy in my friend group because
Oh, no.
it is physically so fun to do. It's just become a big part of me being excited.
Drake, because you
yes.
dabbed, that's $10 into the donation.
I
Please
can
and
do
thank you.
I can do that. The name for Black Panther was going to be Cole Tiger.
Close enough. Close enough.
Yeah. Getting back on the trademark route, what word did Marvel and DC co-own the trademark to? They teamed up. Okay, Troy.
Oh, is it amalgam?
It was not.
Not okay.
Owen.
Superhero.
Correct.
Oh,
Marvel and DC owned the trademark to the word superhero. They lost it in 2009. But also, fun fact, Marvel put out this book called Generic Comic Book, which featured a superhero, a supervillain, genre, action. And they had trademarked superhero and supervillain. And it's speculated that they put that out in order to help maintain that trademark. I actually have a copy somewhere. Oh, actually, I found it.
I love the industry. We gotta love that.
It is literally just a white book called Generics Comic Book. I have not read it yet, but I am excited to maybe do a video on this sometime in the future.
I want to make a whole wall of that and use that as a backdrop.
That would be
Just
incredible.
of that same issue.
You can do that with the power of green screen.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I know you know how to use it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How much did DC pay for the rights to Superman? Owen.
$137.
Correct. That is equal to $2,522.25 in 2021 after inflation. So that's
not a lot.
Not a lot at all. And they have since renegotiated terms. Now they have a special deal going on with them. The heirs are getting properly compensated, but yikes, Marvel or DC.
And yikes Marvel.
too.
It's
And-
all of them.
and yikes Marvel.
It's the big two.
You know what? Yikes, Marvel.
Spawn is the best character.
What
I've
pop
never read a
star?
Spawn comic.
What pop star wanted to play Spider-Man so badly that he tried to buy Marvel Comics? Owen.
I pressed
Michael
all the buttons.
Jackson.
Yes, Michael Jackson tried to buy Marvel Comics just so he could play Spider-Man. And
Stan
what
Lee
if-
was going to play J. Jonah Jameson in that film as well.
that sounds incredible.
It does,
He would have
especially
been
in
a
like
really
the
good JJ.
80s.
Actually, I have a Stan Lee question in here.
I think from what I remember, after they said no to him doing Spider-Man, he then said, "Okay, can we do X-Men and I'll be Charles Xavier?"
Michael Jackson
Really,
wanted to
just
play
try and
Professor
just
X.
look at everyone.
Of all characters, my MJ.
Did he
is
shave his
gonna-
head for it?
Yeah.
That's what we gotta know.
I don't know.
Huh.
All right, this is going to be one that fans of my channel will know. What instrument was Stan Lee infamous for playing around the Marvel offices? This is not one you edited, Troy, so I don't expect.
I
you
know
to have-
exactly.
Matt, was that you trying to honk?
Can you hear me?
There you
Am I
go.
honking loud
Yes.
enough?
Yeah, it's good.
Skin flute.
No.
I made Troy crack. I did it.
I hate this. It's too early for this.
It was a type of flute, definitely not of the flesh variety.
Is it a didgeridoo?
That would be incredible, but unfortunately, no.
What about a vuvuzela?
No, that didn't rise to prominence until
Okay,
2008.
I'm out of ideas.
He was infamous for playing the ocarina. He played it a lot whenever he was just starting out as doing odd jobs around the office, and he would drive Jack Kirby insane. And Kirby would frequently just shove him out the door. He was 17 at the time. He continued to do that his entire career at Marvel. And
I
Marvel,
feel like just this story of Jack Kirby getting so annoyed with Stan Lee, he pushed him out the office, probably happened with or without the ocarina.
oh, absolutely.
It was a daily thing.
Marvel even released the Ocarina of Doom. It was a red ocarina that was had Stan Lee's autograph built into it, and it was released as a part of, I want to say, the Mighty Marvel Brigade as a special item.
Ocarina
Oh, wow.
of Doom. I never played that Zelda.
Yeah, it's a creepypasta one. Been drowned in that. All right, ready for this one? More Fun Comics number 73 in 1941 featured the first appearance of what two famous DC heroes? Owen.
I'm going to go with Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
No, I actually do have one of them going on.
Okay.
Featured. They are
Oh.
two separate, very separate heroes. So they're not. They are famous, but they aren't related in their branding.
Is one of them Dr. Fate?
No,
You can't
Okay.
guess twice.
so you can guess twice. I mean, it's
I
better
just
than
did.
people being silent.
I got nothing. I'm so
Yeah.
at a loss. I don't even have a funny answer.
Oh, Troy,
I can-
you should know this one.
Wait, what? Sorry, can you repeat the question again?
More Fun Comics number 73 in 1941 featured the first appearance of what two famous DC heroes?
Oh God, it's Black Canary is one of them, right?
No,
No, fuck. Or
you're,
shoot.
you're warmed though.
Oh no.
I mean, shoot.
Shoot, yeah.
He said shoot.
Is it? Oh,
He
Green
didn't cuss
Arrow's
at
one.
all.
Sorry,
I've seen this a
wait.
million times. He
Yeah.
said shoot.
Boing.
Boy,
Green Arrow is one of them then.
Green Arrow is one of them.
Okay, there we go. That's my brand.
So yeah,
Other than
so
Speedy.
this year is actually
Green-
their
no,
80th
they're different.
anniversary, and they released two special comics because it is Green Arrow and Aquaman made their first
Oh.
appearance in the same comic,
It was the same. Oh, I didn't know that.
the exact same comic.
Maybe
That
I'll
must
be
have
an
been a
Aquaman
wild
stan now.
story. Just a random man shooting arrows into the ocean.
it was a anthology book, so that would be
That's fun.
great. Okay, let's see. In 2003, how did Marvel manage to reduce tariffs on their X-Men figures?
They smuggled them inside human bodies.
No, that you're thinking of Hobby Lobby.
Did they pull Nathan for You and claim that it was a musical instrument?
They did not.
That is a reference I love.
They did go to court and they made a claim about the X-Men. They did have them reclassified.
Oh, that's okay. This is familiar. Oh, wait.
Yes, Matt.
They classify them as not being people.
Yes, Marvel claimed that you can't. They
They're-
cannot be subject to the same tariffs as human action figures
Right.
because they are in fact mutants.
Dirty stinking mutants, bunch of dang ass freaks. They
There
don't
we
have
go.
rights.
See, Marvel could do this with the Inhumans
Matt's
as
broken.
well.
He snaps.
They could do this with Inhumans as well if anyone bought Inhumans action figures.
It's true. If anybody cared
Sadly.
about the Inhumans. All right, now this one's gonna be a tough one, but I learned this fact on TikTok and verified it because I'm millennial trash. The spikes of the Stegosaurid dinosaurs got their name from what newspaper comic? And Stegosaurid are the family of dinosaurs that include Stegosauruses.
Makes sense.
So they're spiky tail.
Is it
Okay, I believe I
Spawn?
heard Troy first. It was not Spawn. Owen.
Batman: The Court of Owls.
No, this would be so this is going to be a newspaper strip.
This is old. I
Yeah,
know
you
that
okay.
Spawn has been around since the
Daily
medieval
Mail.
times, but
Mhm.
It was The Far Side. So what happened is it was a very inconspicuous comic, and it was about these cavemen, and they were like, I forgot exactly what the word was, and they like that. And the scientific community thought it was funny, and also there was not a name for those yet. So the scientific community is like, yeah, that's it. And to this day, that is what the tale is called.
You
I
learned
should have
this on
written down.
TikTok?
I learned it from TikTok. I am very
We,
deep.
we
into-
verified this?
Yes, I
Okay.
verified it on Wikipedia. No,
Lots of misinformation on TikTok.
no, Astrid makes really good content. I believe her, and also the fact
Okay.
that
I
yeah.
don't even know who that is.
Well, get on TikTok.
No.
Big fan of Charlie D'Amelio.
It's probably good. There's a certain dance going around right now that is yikes.
Can I
What
see it?
No, that is NSFW. What
Oh.
famous artist created the unofficial 1964 fan film Batman Dracula?
Oh.
I'm thinking of someone else. I thought you were
Honk.
talking about someone else.
Honk.
Matt,
It's Andy Warhol.
correct. Andy Warhol did his own fan film, which is interesting because he ended up doing some official collaboration with DC later on. DC gave a cease and desist to Batman Dracula pretty early, and he had to change up the characters.
That is like the least shocking part of that story. The fact that DC sent a
Yeah.
cease and desist.
It's so out of character for DC.
The famous boulder scene from Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark was inspired by what comic book? Matt,
Uncle Scrooge.
correct. Yeah, George Lucas even wrote the introduction to the collection edition for the collected edition for the comic about how much of an influence Scrooge McDuck was on their work.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Scrooge McDuck comics. The Carl Barks Scrooge McDuck. They're all about like globetrotting adventures and finding treasure and booby traps. They're a lot of fun. But yeah,
I mean,
it's Indiana
Troy,
Jones all over that.
Troy, I think you'd enjoy those because obviously Scrooge McDuck is,
Exactly.
you
A
know,
really
Billionaire.
good billionaire.
We love
Billionaire.
billionaire. We love the word. We love the 1%.
It's very true. We in turn love.
just before we go on to the next
billion.
question, I do want to just raise awareness the fact that we are almost at $300.
That's
so,
exciting.
Very nice.
we are that close. So if we can get over that line and keep pushing forward, that would be great.
Yeah,
Thank you all
absolutely.
so much for your generosity.
And don't forget, like every entry, every donation you make does give you an entry into the raffle. Okay, that's not to say you can make multiple $1 donations, gets you more, but just donating in general, and also goes to a good cause, which is quite exciting. I messed up the chat settings, so there we go. Now we're good. It's a good thing we're getting this knocked out in the first panel. Okay. What real-world pop punk singer was the star of the manga series Make Five Wishes? I will note that this is an Americanized manga. It was created in America, so it's not officially manga. But yeah, they were active in the mid-2000s. Very popular.
Pop punk.
Owen,
Chris Martin from Coldplay.
no. I will say it is a woman.
Okay.
My phone keeps locking.
Troy.
Was it Haley? Is it Haley Williams from Paramore?
No, you are very close.
Oh,
Very similar sound.
I don't know. It's not really my scene.
It was Avril Lavigne.
oh.
Oh.
Has her own very, very bad manga inspired series.
Is it called Skater Boy by chance?
No, it is called Make 5 Wishes.
Oh, it should be called
What
Skater
are
Boy.
what are the 5 wishes?
I don't know. I haven't read it yet, but that
One is a
definitely-
Skater Boy.
It's going
One's
to be a
for
video
skater,
in the
yeah.
future. Can it be any more obvious? Okay. This was submitted by Josh Lanzano. What was revealed to
I
be
know
Jaime
Josh.
Reyes's deepest, darkest desire?
I know that Josh is a huge fan of Blue Beetle. Unfortunately, I am not, so I don't know.
This is also news to me, and I went and verified in the comic, and it's interesting.
I got nothing.
Is it safe for work?
It is safe for work.
Okay.
He wants to work in a certain career. It is very safe for work.
My name is Jeff.
Owen.
Does he want to be a part of Comic Tube?
Yeah, I unfortunately not. We could have invited Mr. Reyes on as a guest for At Home Comic Con. No, he wanted to be a dentist.
Oh, like the
That's
elf
his, that's
from,
his
Rudolph.
deepest. That's
His deepest, darkest
His
desire
deepest,
is
darkest
to be a
secret.
dentist in order to be well respected and earn enough money to help out his family.
Oh,
Nothing
that's
wrong with
sweet.
that.
Yeah,
I know a dentist. They're very nice. They make good money.
Oh,
he's
I
dentist.
beg to differ. I've seen Little Shop of Horrors. I don't trust dentists.
it's true. Dentist the
Masochist.
Menace.
Sadist.
What two comic strips have won the Pulitzer Prize for editorial cartooning? Troy.
Dilbert and Garfield.
No,
Dang it. Dilbert needs more love.
not these days.
Jeff.
Oh, really? Oh,
Owen.
no.
Is one of them Mouse?
No, it was Mouse
Okay.
originally a newspaper strip?
I feel like it might have been.
I don't
I could
think
be
so.
wrong.
Damn, that'd be.
The format of it
Edgy,
doesn't
so.
really lend itself to a newspaper.
Is it
Matt.
Kathy?
It was not.
She says ack. That's her thing.
I'm loving the deep cut comic strip lore. This is great though. It was Doonesbury and Bloom Country.
Oh, those are the ones I always skipped over as a kid.
Exactly. And so those are the ones that like Comics Academia thought was very, very great.
Troy's like, what's a newspaper?
We only read comic books. We only read superhero comics.
Listen, I'm here to make sure that we get a wide variety of trivia questions, like what character is the most published comic book character outside of the superhero genre? Troy.
This would be Archie then. Is it Archie? It has to be Archie.
It is not Archie.
What?
Yeah. Matt.
Is it Spawn?
It is not
Yeah.
Spawn.
Dang it.
This is a extremely well-known character.
Spawn's an extremely well-known character.
Yeah.
That is false.
We've seen the
That
movie.
gave me big. Batman's a scientist from The Simpsons. When you said that.
I will say this is a character we've already discussed in this panel. Or kind of.
Spawn?
Garfield.
We
Zelda?
very much discussed Spawn.
Stan
was-
Lee?
It's Donald Duck.
Oh.
The Donald Duck comics are prolific.
That's true.
Thought you were going to
What's-
say problematic then.
Some.
I mean, I know he's not wearing pants.
Yeah, he's not
but
wearing any
still.
pants. He was banned in Germany for that, I believe.
You gotta
Also,
let
probably
people
for
live the way they
for
wanna
the
live.
Disney propaganda movie,
Which one?
the one where Donald Duck was a Nazi.
Anyway, moving on.
What superhero inadvertently led to the creation of the Megazords from the Power Rangers?
Oh,
My name is Jeff.
Owen,
Spider-Man.
correct. The technically the 1970s Spider-Man live action series was a part of the Super Sentai franchise, and it popularized the idea of the tokusatsu hero entering a giant robot to fight
Yeah.
a giant monster, thus leading.
I've been researching
Lord.
about Stan Lee's involvement with getting Power Rangers off the ground, so I'm
Yeah,
glad
it's
that
really
knowledge was
fascinating.
useful in some way.
Yeah.
Also on the topic of Spider-Man, everybody debate who the best Spider-Man is in the chat.
No.
No.
Peter Parker.
No. Only okay. You know what? You guys can debate who the best
Ben
Spider-Man
Reilly.
is if you say it in the form of donation.
There you
messages.
go.
So if you're a big Tom Holland stan, better put your money where your mouth
Yeah.
is. Otherwise, the Andrew Garfield people are gonna outbid you.
That's a perfect segue to touch in on our donations right now. We are at $306.90, which is awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, for donating. I want to read through. We have a few messages. So let's see. Tube of Tunes says, "Good luck with everything, guys. Such a great job. Thank you so much for the donation." Tyler Goodrich says, "So glad to help out, and I hope the rest of the stream goes well. It's absolutely incredible what you are all doing here today." Thank you, Tyler. Thanks for the donation. And Amit R says, "Can Owen just make the My Name Jeff again?"
You know what? Just for you, because you donated.
My name is Jeff.
Wonderful. Thanks so
All
much, everyone, for donating so far.
Ready to get back into it?
And don't forget, we're gonna raffle at like about 8 or so.
Perfect. All right. Who was the writer that had his cremated ashes mixed into the ink of a comic book?
I know this.
My name is Jeff.
Owen.
Feels like a Grant Morrison thing to do, but Grant Morrison's still alive.
He's
Well,
very
that's
much
also
still
that's also a Grant Morrison thing to do. Fake their death.
They're just an astral projection of themselves now.
There we go.
I will also accept the name of the series that has the blood or the ashes.
I feel like it's more complicated, but
Yeah.
All right, I will tell you the name of the series, and hopefully you know the writer. It is Squadron Supreme.
Look, I only read Batman comics.
Matt,
Isn't it Steve Englehart?
it is not. It is Mark Gruenwald.
Oh, it's Mark Grunwald. That's right. Sorry, I
Oh.
mixed up my
I didn't
Captain
know
America
that.
writers.
Yeah, his widow still has some of the ink, and if you send in a item with a donation, then you can have Mark Gruenwald's signature stamped onto it with the ash ink.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she
Drake-
tried offering
Drake,
it. Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
someone in the chat just asked why you're so handsome.
Oh, thank you. I'm pretty sure I know who that is, but he comments on a lot of my content. But
Well,
yes.
explain.
You didn't answer the question.
yeah.
Oh, it's because I'm a generic white guy that can pull off most looks.
Aren't we all?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, we're all
Exactly.
on comic too. Hey,
yeah, Matt. Tell us what it's like to be white.
I wouldn't know. I'm
All right.
Mexican, guys.
What does the acronym Shazam stand for?
Oh God! Oh boy!
Troy,
Okay. Boy. Okay. Solomon, Hercules, Achilles. No, Atlas.
Atlas.
Oh, I mean,
Zeus.
Achilles is in there.
Zeus, Achilles. No, not Mercury. No, yeah, Mercury is the M.
That is correct. That is in
Zeus.
fact all of
Okay.
Shazam.
I'm giving.
There we go. And then Black Adam is a different one.
It's true.
Black Adam has all the
about
Egyptian.
Nobody knows
Shazam?
that one.
Nobody knows that one.
What
'cause
Shazam?
We never taught Egyptian mythology.
Though a new thing has been dropped in the Shazam comics is that it is the unpronounceable seventh. So it is the exclamation point
Oh God.
is going to be revealed to be a new power that he gets from.
Is that
That was-
that's in the Tim Sheridan stuff, right?
No, it's the one before it.
Oh, gotcha.
It was mentioned and then immediately dropped.
Great. Tim Sheridan. That run's really cool though. I really like
Yeah,
it.
and it's unfortunate. I do believe he had to bow out for our
Oh,
comics.
Tim will be joining us
Uh-huh.
tomorrow.
Oh, excellent. Oh, right. It's Kyle that wasn't able to. Yes,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
Kyle's
Kyle
scheduling
Higgins.
issues.
Yeah, we had some scheduling conflicts, but as far as I'm aware, Stephanie Phillips should also be in, and then Jim Zub is going to be in our tabletop RPG panel, and Tim Sheridan is looking in on trying to get a new guest. So that'll be exciting.
It's Grant Morrison.
Bruh.
Look, if that's
Surprise
the
guest,
case,
Alan Moore.
if that's the case, do not plan any panels after that because
No.
I'm going to talk
Correct.
to Grant
Mic drop.
Morrison about the weirdest comics imaginable for hours.
I would crash that panel.
We also have the Valiant Comics panel right after this, which has some more comic pros, and leads into our next question: is what video game company wants to own Valiant Comics, producing such games as Turok and Shadow Man for the N64?
Huh. Yeah, I know that they made those games, but I don't remember the company that made them.
Ubisoft Montreal.
That is incorrect.
Data East.
That is incorrect.
Name is Jeff.
Nintendo.
That would certainly be something, but unfortunately
I mean,
not.
Chris Pratt's
Sega.
company.
It was Acclaim,
Ah.
acclaimed game producer Acclaim.
Ah.
Let's keep it on the indie route for a bit. What was the first superhero created and owned by Dark Horse Comics?
First.
Very popular friend. Matt.
I mean, I won't want to say Hellboy.
It is not Hellboy.
Yeah.
This character did receive a movie though. 2 of them, in fact.
Oh, it's Faust, Love of the Damned.
It is not.
Everyone's favorite hypersexual and violent late 80s comic that took 20 years to make 15 issues. Look it up. Wait, don't look it up. It's terrible. It's bad for you.
Ooh, movies. Dark Horse movies. Is it Superman?
No.
Oh.
It is in fact not Superman. It
Hellboy
is.
had 2 movies.
It is The Mask.
Oh, it had 3 movies. Hang on.
No, wait, 3 movies?
Hey, yeah,
It
there was
had
the David
this-
Harbour one.
It had The Mask and Son of the Mask.
Everybody.
Oh,
forgets the
you're talking
David
about
Harbour
Hellboy.
one.
You're talking about Hellboy.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
we
sorry.
don't,
Yeah.
we don't talk about the David Harbour Hellboy.
Yeah, no. The
I saw
Mask
them.
does in fact have 2.
Son of the Mask.
None of them. That's the best
Which
movie
has-
ever made.
Loki in it.
Yeah.
Marvel
Played by
Comics?
the guy that made guy that played Nightcrawler.
He was of just a variant.
Of Spy Kids.
Spy Kids?
Oops, Fooglies. Yeah, Alan Cumming.
Please,
No, that's
Troy.
not his name.
Please, Troy. This is a
Oh,
family
I'm
show.
so sorry. I swear to God.
All right, this is a bit of an easier one. Who was the first supervillain that Spider-Man fought? Troy.
I feel like I'm wrong about this because then I'm gonna prove myself as a fake Spider-Man fan. Is it the Lizard?
No, it is.
Dang it! That was the first one I read.
Matt,
Chameleon.
correct. You're
The
close.
Chameleon's a lizard.
Who's the
I'm
boss
right.
now,
I'm
Troy?
right. That's okay. You're a Spider-Man YouTuber.
Who's gonna get attacked by Spider-Man fans on
There you go.
Twitter from now
There you
on,
go.
Troy?
I'll be
No,
the second
I
guy.
have very much made myself the target of Spider-Man Twitter. I have taken the blow, so nobody else will ever get harassed. That's exciting.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I stand by it. All right. Let's take a look at the next. Man, I have definitely been reading through these questions real quick. What horror manga did an official one-shot collaboration with Marvel? This is a shonen horror comic. Or shonen horror manga. Same thing. Extremely popular story. I know I brought on 3 weebs, so you guys
Dragon
know
Ball
everything about
Z.
manga. It's not Dragon
I
Ball
saw
Z.
Akira once.
I'm a big fan of Godzilla.
It was Attack on Titan.
I've heard of that.
Oh, that was recent then.
Yeah, they
Right.
did a one shot where the Titans invaded Manhattan, and so the Avengers needed to fight them.
Was it good?
It was pretty all right. I mean, I watched the first season of Attack on Titan, which ends up just being the first volume of the book series, which is odd because there's
Oh.
like 23, and they made an entire season out of like 7 chapters. It was good. Then my girlfriend at the time spoiled the main plot twist, and I haven't watched it since.
And that's why it was of the time.
Yeah.
Spoil the plot twist on here.
No,
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Do it.
it's extremely well known at this point because like
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's the basis of like the next like few seasons.
Big
It-
guys.
Titan get attacked.
It was just the identity of like
That's the
of the Titans.
Did the Teen Titans show up?
I'm so-
They
Did
did
someone
not
say the F word about Batman?
yeah, the Titan season 3 is actually Attack on Titan.
Ah,
That would be a
Streaming now on
it is an
HBO
attack
Max.
on my love of Titans. So there's that.
Attack on Dick Grayson.
What was the first comic book to win an Oscar?
Comic book movie.
Yes, what comic book movie
Oh,
was the first one?
Yeah,
Sorry,
Superman 78.
no,
Boyoing. Was it Batman 89?
correct.
Yeah, Joker.
Do you know
baby.
what? Do you know what Oscar it won?
I think I
Best
might
Batman
know.
movie.
Owen,
Was it best song?
no.
For
That
Scandalous.
Prince
That's
song
my
slaps.
now I'm not a huge
wasn't
fan
89.
of that Prince album, but Scandalous, that's a jam.
Agreed.
This one,
Batman's not so much. Party Man, not so much. You know, but
Did
Scandalous.
Batman Forever win an Oscar for Kiss from a Rose by Seal?
If
I
it
don't think
didn't,
it
then
did.
that's a
'Cause
snub.
that's a masterpiece.
Kiss
Mhm.
from a Rose was actually written before it was on the soundtrack for Batman Forever. So
All right, you sound like
disqualified.
you sound like Smash Mouth with All Star.
did it win a Grammy?
Come on.
Hey, everyone knows that. Oh my God, what's that? Mystery Men. That's
Mhm.
based on a comic. Are there Mystery Men questions later on, Drake?
No, is Mystery Men based on a comic? I love that movie.
Yeah, that's a Dark Horse comic.
Yo, okay. That was my childhood.
There you go.
I had a crush on the bowler.
Ben Stiller.
No. He was Mr. Angry, I believe.
William H. Macy.
No.
Moving on.
What DC hero was appointed as a real-world honorary UN ambassador?
Oh,
Matt. All right, Matt.
I heard the boing. I heard the boing though. I didn't.
Can we say it at the same time? I think we both know the answer.
All right,
Is
go
it
for it, guys.
Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it was
the
Wonder Woman.
delay.
She was the ambassador
gonna
for
say
empowerment of
Midnighter.
women and girls.
I was gonna say Spawn.
Oh, he'd be great. Wrap his chains around the world.
Yikes. Let's see. I'm scrolling all over my thing. Why was Storm and Black Panther's marriage annulled? Matt.
Because some of the X-Men became the Phoenix Five, and then they flooded Wakanda with their Phoenix powers because they were real mad, specifically Namor, because he was empowered with the Phoenix. So, Wakanda, got messed up. So because of course Storm is part of the X-Men, Black Panther was like, not cool. So he was like, the high priest of Wakanda can actually annul any marriage. And she was like, aren't you the high priest? And he was like, yes, I am. See you, lady.
That is correct.
Classic Black
Wow.
Panther line. See you later.
I was going to say,
He said, hit the bricks. Welcome
gonna
to
say
Splitsville,
infidelity, but-
Population U. What were you going to say, Owen?
I was going to say infidelity, but that works too.
I was gonna say societal racism.
Wow.
I was
Systemic.
gonna say, was it because the X-Men weren't considered people by Marvel?
Hey, speaking of X-Men, what X-Men villain was changed to get around the Comics Code Authority's ban on vampires?
There are
Yes.
Dracula.
No.
The X-Men fought Dracula.
Yeah, but very explicitly a vampire there. And that was actually the issue where Storm was bitten and turned into a vampire for a little bit.
I would also annul my marriage to someone if I found out they were a vampire briefly.
Pretty close-minded of you. That's pretty close-minded, Matt. I don't know. It's sickness and in health, okay?
They drinking blood. You don't know what's in the blood.
Iron.
Twilight.
Don't Twilight
animals.
me.
Well,
I've watched
everybody-
those Twilight movies plenty of times. I know all about Twilight.
They're great movies, all right.
We have
They
any
are great.
Twilight questions,
They're good.
Drake?
We do not have any Twilight questions.
That's
but,
why I'm here.
It is interesting though that Taylor Lautner, there was like a 2-year age difference between when he did Shark Boy and Lava Girl and when he did Twilight, and that's odd.
Especially he was like under 18 when they started sexualizing. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, he's allergic to shirts in those movies. It's something. No, so get ready for my upcoming video because it is Sauron. So
From Lord of the Rings?
So he actually is named after Lord of the Rings, and Roy Thomas was given an angry letter from Tolkien's representative. He also named the Black Knight's flying horse Aragorn, so he clearly didn't learn his lesson.
I like Roy Thomas. I'm okay with this.
So what was happening, and I'm going to go into this more in my video, is that they wanted to make a bat creature for the X-Men to fight, but that was too similar to vampires, and so instead they changed him into a pterodactyl. And he had the ability to drain people's life force and hypnotize them to compel them to do things. Now, interestingly enough, Neil Adams, a year later, went over to DC and created Man-Bat.
I was gonna say, if they needed a bat creature, why not just use Batman?
Well, so Man-Bat was created because
Batman.
because Julia Schwartz was like, we need a new Batman villain. I got it, Man-Bat, printed. That is in fact a true story.
Look, Julie Schwartz is one of the great editors in comic book history. I will not have any slander about that man.
Oh, I never said it.
Genius.
I never said it was a bad idea. I was like,
It's genius.
Man-Bat's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the question?
It was what villain was created to get around the Comics Code Authority's ban on vampires. It's Sauron.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because he's a were-pterodactyl. His last name is Lycos, as a nod to lycanthropy. So he's also he is a were-pterodactyl vampire that was bitten by a mutated pterodactyl.
This
and
feels
that's how
like
he
a
got his
character from
powers.
like What We Do in the Shadows or something.
I'm very excited for this video. He's the one that the infamous meme of like, you can rewrite DNA, you can cure cancer. I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs.
See, I don't read comics. I just look at the pictures on the internet.
That's how most people do it. All right, what chemical gave Jay Garrick his speed powers?
Boyoyoing.
Yes.
This is a family show, so I don't know if I can say it, but it's Hard Water, right?
Correct.
Too much calcium.
Extremely hard water.
Wasn't it like back then, like hard water was like thought to be some sort of special like thing with way more like strange chemical
I think so.
ingredients, and they were like,
Yeah, it was the
"Ooh."
40s.
And now you're like, oh, so he like took a shower and didn't clean his pipes right. It's like,
Yeah,
nope.
now you can run fast.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Ooh.
hard water,
Ooh.
Ooh.
This is
Oh.
water.
I'm going to
Oh.
go through the next answers really fast.
I want to take a quick diversion then to slow Owen down by saying we are at $311.90 for our donations toward Project Hope, which is very exciting.
Awesome.
Definitely hoping that we can get to $5,000 for today's show and then get the other 5,000 at the end of the second day. But yeah, that'd
Double
be
it, triple
fantastic.
it.
Well, yeah, obviously we
triples is
want to
best.
go above $10,000, which would be very exciting. Next question. What was the first Marvel movie that Stan Lee cameoed in?
I can't. Are you buzzing it?
Is it not
Owen.
showing up?
I didn't hear it.
Troy, go on. You
Okay,
did that
Troy.
first.
Was it X-Men?
It was not.
Oh,
It predated
Spider-Man?
X-Men. It was not Spider-Man.
Oh,
It predated
oh.
Spider-Man.
so 90s. Spawn?
It was not Spawn.
Howard the Duck.
Todd McFarlane is in Spawn though.
Is he really? Oh, that's so cool.
He plays a homeless guy in Rat City.
See, that would have been
That's
him
the
if he didn't form
appro-
Image. That's what he's getting at.
Of course.
It was
what the
actually the
big 2Gs are
TV
people.
movie, The Trial of the Incredible Hulk, which was a spinoff of the Incredible Hulk TV series. He played a
Frig
jury
no.
member.
Love.
I thought you were going to say the made-for-TV Captain America movie where he's
He-
got like the rubber ears and he's like, "Thank you, Mr. President."
That is one of the movies that that he did not do a cameo in.
That's
What
one
a
of the one
picture.
in that movie. I love the running thing in that movie where he has someone drive him. He says, "Oh, I don't
And
feel
then he
so
punches
good,"
him.
and he gets out of the car, and then he's like, "Oh," and then he runs back in the car and he steals the car from the person that was driving. He does it twice in that movie.
Captain America, known for his Grand Theft Auto. Outside of Jay Garrick, what other well-known DC hero made their first appearance in Flash Comics #1?
Oh, I don't want to.
Troy.
Is it Black Canary?
It is
one
not
feels
Black
like-
Canary.
Dang it! I'm gonna get it right one time.
One track mind.
Yeah.
Owen,
Was it Alan Scott, Green Lantern?
it was not.
Okay.
I believe he was in All American Comics. I could be wrong. Probably wrong.
Definitely sounds like a
Matt.
book from the 40s.
Is it Ted Grant, Wildcat?
It was not. It was Hawkman.
Oh.
Hawkman, Hawkgirl. I would have also accepted Johnny Thunder and the Whip.
Oh, Johnny Thunder.
Yeah, everybody's favorite character, Johnny Thunder. I mean, I like
Johnny
him.
Thunder. Yeah, he's cool. He's in
There's
Stargirl.
no
right
Johnny
now.
Bravo. But he's pretty good.
What was the first name of the company that would go on to become DC Comics? Owen,
National Allied Publications.
that is correct.
Thank you.
How did Tom Holland discover that he was cast as Spider-Man? Owen,
He got bit by a radioactive Kevin Feige.
Kevin Feige from the X-Men comics.
unfortunately not.
Boing.
Troy.
Then he saw it online, right, or
Yeah,
something?
he saw it on Instagram.
Yeah.
He went in for several interviews, and then his friend was like, "Yo, check this Instagram story," and it's like, Tom Holland is Spider-Man. Who was the first original superhero created by Marvel Comics? Matt,
Human Torch.
correct.
He's
What
melting through that wall.
What company originally owned the character of Captain Marvel / Shazam? Owen,
Fawcett Comics.
that is correct. Thus concludes all of the trivia
dang.
that I had planned. Hang on, though. Do I have a surprise for you? I have these official Marvel Comics trivia cards.
Oh.
It's all Marvel all the time. baby.
Oh.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Some of these are tough.
On.
What cosmic hero stops Annihilus to effectively end the Annihilation Wave? Matt,
Nova.
correct. True or false? In an attempt to cure his spider powers, Peter Parker drank a serum that caused him to grow 4 additional arms. Matt.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, correct. Some of these suck. Who steals the Terrigen crystals from the Inhumans, leading to Black Bolt declaring war on the United States? Is it A? Oh, okay, Matt.
Quicksilver.
It is Quicksilver.
Oh,
It's also, I don't need
it's a
to read-
multiple choice.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Let's see.
See,
How much time
you
do we
know,
have?
all I'm saying is that when you go one-on-one against a comic tuber, you got a 50-50%
no.
chance
Oh,
of beating them. But I'm a genetic freak and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% chance at best at beat me. But
was
then you
really-
throw Troy Oboyo in the mix, your chances
Chances
drastic go down.
Yeah.
That's to go down.
These
who
cards
invited
are
Ron
actually-
Breaker's uncle.
Yeah, these cards are pretty solid. I ended up doing a little competition against Dylan a few years ago doing them, and I had the Megalovania theme as my buzzer, and I wouldn't let them finish the questions a lot of time and piss Dylan off. All right, how much time do we have? Are we ending at 8?
We're gonna end at 8:15, but I'm
Okay.
gonna raffle at 8. So we got
Okay, so in 5 minutes. So go ahead and get your donations in to enter for the $30 Comixology gift card. Get yourself some good comics and support comic artists.
absolutely
Writers.
them too.
This one's just out of date. Okay.
I'm a historian. I can do this.
Okay. What being does Thor learn is his birth mother?
Spider-Man.
I don't know.
It was recently changed in Jason Aaron's The Avengers. Matt,
I mean, I guess it would be Frigga, but
It
now
would-
it's Phoenix.
it is now the Phoenix because I want to find somebody that loves me as much as Jason Aaron loves the Phoenix. Jason Aaron has made the most publications of the Phoenix since Jean Grey died. It was basically exclusively him that was making Phoenix comics.
He's a menace.
What character from the Marvel Universe wrote the book Sidekick about his time with the Incredible Hulk, Avengers, and other superheroes? Matt,
Rick Jones.
it is correct. Rick Jones.
He sucks. I don't like him. He's a
Hey.
hanger on.
I like some Rick Jones. I like his fancy motorbike. I like how he's never been in the MCU because the MCU don't care about ordinary people.
Well,
And I
right
like
now,
how he was on his motorbike and just almost got irradiated.
that's true. Rick isn't normal anymore. He's a giant mutated gamma-filled monster with a really long bent neck that's part leader now. So, you know,
Aren't we all?
We have a special question coming in from Comic Tropes, who's popping in to say hello.
Hello.
We need to stump Matt by asking who is the creator of Spawn.
I
Brian Michael
don't
Bendis.
know. I've never heard of Spawn before.
Well, that's gonna
Eric-
be a
was it
real
Eric
shame
Larson?
for Spawn Timber.
Grant Morrison?
I wish.
Imagine a Spawn book by Grant Morrison. That'd be crazy.
would
There
be
were
great.
there were 3 issues of that actually.
No, wait, really?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
What?
true.
That sounds incredible. That sounds like
He invented Anti-Spawn, who is Heaven's warrior to fight Spawn. It's the issues 16, 17, and 18. You should
that
check it
sounds
out.
correct.
It's actually
How
solid.
about-
Also,
how
Neil
about-
Gaiman wrote a Spawn issue.
Correct.
Alan Moore wrote a Spawn issue.
Neil Gaiman created
Uh,
Angela, leading to the big Marvel
uh-huh.
lawsuit.
Frank Miller
How about
wrote a
this?
Spawn issue.
If anyone watching this has like a really hard piece of trivia they want to send in before we finish, donate and send it in, and maybe
Yes,
we can try and
please.
get to some at the very end.
That'd be
If
great.
you have,
Matt
if
can
you
read
think
those
you can
off.
stump us,
Hmm?
send a donation and with a question, and show us that we don't know anything about comics really.
Yeah, try to stump me. I bet you can't. I know all the trivia sometimes.
You've read
except
all the
for-
wikis.
except for Grant Morrison wrote Spawn because Spawn is fine. Actually, if you want a good comic, I really recommend Hunt. It was Robert Kirkman and Todd McFarlane doing Venom but Spawn.
That's true. That is.
I would
but
say
but Spawn is Venom.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Venom, but Venom.
Venom.
His
Venom
K7
is just oily spawn.
His K7 his K7 Lethra Necro suit is absolutely a symbiote. But no, I don't know who created Spawn.
That's
Rick
unfortunate.
Jones.
I think Todd McFarlane should write a Spawn book.
I think that'd be a good fit.
Might be good.
What is the code name for the super soldier project that created Captain America?
Never guess.
Owen,
It's probably something like freedom.
it was not. Matt,
Operation Rebirth?
it's Project Rebirth. Close
Project
enough.
Rebirth.
Do you know its alternative name?
Weapon Plus.
Correct. It was the beginning of the Weapons Plus project. He is Weapon 1, which ultimately went to Weapon 10, also known as Weapon X, and then beyond.
I
So
I actually was talking about that on Twitter last week. Someone brought up like the best retcons in kind of Marvel history, and one of mine was Morrison introducing the Weapon Plus program.
I'm gonna write that down as a really good video topic. That's actually
I was gonna say, I was gonna ask if Weapon Plus was just Weapon X turned a little bit diagonally.
Well, that's obviously Weapon X became Weapon 10, and then Morrison introduced all of the other ones.
yeah, that's definitely going on the video topic list. That's great. Up with all of Moon Knight's personas, the top 10 best Marvel books for new readers, best Stanley cameos, the
Don't
weird
forget-
Mute Next show.
Don't forget that Daredevil video that you said you were going to make with me like a year ago.
It's true. Here's the thing is that you have now joined the annals of ComicTube of collaborations that I have proposed and then never followed
Hey.
up on.
Hey Drake, remember when
Yeah.
we were going to make that video on the New 52 3 years ago?
No.
Oh, well, we were, and then I just made it, and I think it's one of my most successful videos. So thanks for not
Oh,
getting
Ooh,
back
you
to me
missed
on
that
that.
clout.
Wait, did I not get back to you?
I think I sent you like a draft of like the first part of the script, and you just never replied. So I'm like, I'll just make it, and then that video got like 250,000 views. So
That would have been like what, 2018?
yeah, something like that. I've
Oh.
been around too long.
I was going through some crap at the time. So this is the first live stream that Owen and I have done together where I haven't gotten dumped a couple days before. So that's exciting.
Well,
I got-
we are on a panel tomorrow.
We're
so
still-
there's
we're
always
still-
hope.
It's
Nice,
true.
still
It's
young.
true. I told my girlfriend that I'm busy right now and I'm probably going to turn off my phone from airplane mode. She's like, oh, we're done.
Oh, so you're in Schrodinger's relationship right now.
You never know. You never know. Yeah, I got dumped before last At Home Comic Con, and then I got dumped again before the Watchtower Database 24-hour live stream. So I was actually pretty hammered during that because Owen remembers I was just shooting vodka before the panel to dull the pain.
Yeah. You were slightly drunk, and Matty was having a sleep. So I feel like I carried most of that panel.
You did,
Quite
but it
proud
was
of that.
you were. I think I'd watched the movie at that point, but it was also just like a really fun panel, regardless. I'm not intoxicated now. I'm just hyped up on Monster Rehab Peach. Please sponsor me.
and goofballs too.
Also, it is 8:00, I believe.
I am
and
exporting our list. And so we have 15 minutes left, but I am going to figure out our donation right now.
cool.
And a couple more.
Matt, I think this button might be good for you. It just says Epic Sax.
Ooh. Oh, excellent.
Oh, that's good. That's
This
good.
sounds like something that could be one of your videos.
Pretty sure I've used it.
Yeah, that actually does sound very familiar.
Midnight Song?
Could
Oh,
be.
Careless Whisper.
I love Careless Whisper. It's a pretty great song. Mopey also donated. Mopey, thank you so much for the donation and for also modding some of our stuff today. Says re-roll if I win. So you
Okay.
know, we'll just start this whole thing over if he does.
Excellent.
Well, I mean, we'll just do the panel just again.
Yeah.
He wanted to re-roll the panel. And then Roscoe Gorse says more Battle Pope. You got any more Battle Pope questions?
I in fact do not. As a big Robert
Pope
Kirkman
is
stan,
probably
that's one-
my favorite Pope.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah,
3 for me
I'd
for
say-
sure.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I do have this comic laying around. It is the official life of Pope John Paul II, released by Marvel Comics. I did a video on this that nobody watched. It was actually really fascinating. I had to go to an
Pope
actual
is my
library.
favorite Marvel superhero.
Yeah, it covers his life from childhood all the way to his assassination attempt.
Fascinating.
Did
Also-
the X-Men
Sounds-
stop it?
It was just like real life, but also it's fascinating because this was only the result of a trip to Japan because of Marvel's guy over there that was licensing the rights to Spider-Man in the 70s. It's a wild story that I'm really upset that nobody watched that video because it's fascinating. Yeah.
I am. Okay, so we have our winner.
Oh.
I had to roll a few times. We had some anonymous donations. Thank you if you're donating and you're anonymous. Great, everything counts. But I'm not going to be able to get back to you with the giveaway if you're anonymous. So our winner is Roscoe Gorse.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations. We're going to try and get in contact with you. I need to go in here more and get your contact information. But that is the winner of today's panel, of this opening panel, is the $30 Comixology gift card. So Roscoe, I'm going to get in contact with you. And awesome.
Do we still have Roscoe in the chat
So-
right now?
If you're watching this, either DM us on Twitter at Home Comic Con or email us at homecomiccon@gmail.com. It's probably
Please.
the easiest way to get in touch.
Yeah, or any of the Drake or myself or Owen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Get in contact with any of us. And yes, we'll get you that gift card.
Did we also not collect email information through Streamlabs?
For some reason, I'm not seeing the email information in Streamlabs at the moment.
Uh-oh, that's not good. We should look into that during the next panel.
Yes.
Yikes. All right, I guess we got 10 more minutes. I can rattle off some more of these Marvel trivia questions.
Hang on 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Why
Oh,
wasn't that my buzzer?
yeah, that would have been great.
That would be good.
General Owen.
I have kind of
Honestly,
got the Revenge of the Sith, Ewan McGregor look kind of going on now.
Honestly, it's pretty
Yeah.
solid. Like between Bo Burnham and Ewan McGregor, like you've been like turning into a complete daddy. I saw your before and after
I-
of like the father.
I
and
really don't like the fact you just said that. In fact, I resent that.
son. Sorry, I should have said Zaddy.
Ooh,
That's
Zaddy.
even worse.
Zan.
That's like daddy with a little extra daddy on top.
It's a little daddy with a little extra Zack Snyder.
I don't
on
want
top.
anyone's daddy on top.
Yeah, what character did Zack Snyder commission?
Murder man.
Zaddy?
I've been trying to find the origin of that photo. I've emailed Mr. Snyder a couple times. I also emailed Frank Miller. I was like, "Hey, this looks like your art. Did you draw this?"
Oh, that one.
That one.
Oh, no, I think he drew it himself. Honestly, I think Zach.
Well,
Zach
but, like,
himself
his-
is a secret.
He's
killer
not a
artist.
bad artist. Like in the behind the scenes for Justice League, like he's shown some concept sketches, but it doesn't exactly look like his style. But yeah, I've been trying to do a video on that, like the Spider-Man sushi roll thing, where I do like a weird, complicated deep dive into the strange origins of this, and every single lead has come up blank.
Drake, someone in the chat has asked if you can whip and or nay.
Oh, okay. So yeah, first thing you got to do is whip, and then you nay. Dylan had to teach me how to whip because I was really bad at it. Because he would enter a room and he would just go and then leave.
Sure, he's thrilled at you revealing this on.
Yeah.
the internet.
Also, anytime Dylan would enter a new home for the first time, he would immediately find a closet and then try to fit himself into it. And he would try to do that with every closet.
Again, I'm sure he's thrilled that you're.
Oh, absolutely. I don't
telling
think
his
he's
deepest
embarrassed
and
by that.
darkest personal moments. on
You know.
Marvel.
It's a good thing he ain't watching this.
It's true.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching this.
Comic Tropes in the chat here asks, who wrote the intro to Kirkman's third Battle Pope trade? That's
Is
his question.
What was it? Was it you? Was it you, Comic Tropes?
It could be.
It could be.
Alan
I
Moore.
don't know that one.
I'm gonna go with Art Spiegelman.
Grant Morrison.
I'd know if it was Grant.
Spawn.
The character
It's
Spawn
Spawn.
wrote it.
The character Spawn from his perspective. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Spawn from Image Comics. Got this new thing, Battle Pope.
You say that like Spawn's a YouTuber. What's up, guys? It's Spawn.
Is Matt Draper not Spawn?
What's up, gamers? It's your boy, Spawn.
Back at it again with some more chain rattling
Chain
action.
related content.
Make sure you slash that subscribe button.
Oh yeah, he could just review chains.
Oh,
Yeah, that's this whole thing. He's like, pretty good chain, pretty thick, rattles a lot, good sound.
Do you think?
I give it 10
Spawn
chains
would
out of
have-
10 chains.
10 links.
Matt, do you think Spawn would have joined John Cena's chain gang?
Oh, absolutely.
Interesting.
But
I think the
would
fact
be
he
able
wasn't
to-
invited is pretty upsetting.
He'd make the chains for him. Shoot him out.
It's the chain maker.
I want to see Spawn review the top 10 chain emails in history.
That's like year 3 of Spawn Tent, where he's like, I'm running out of chain ideas. We got to get to like things that are just kind of name chain.
He's
I'm gonna
facing
eat at
real
a new
burnout
chain
with this.
restaurant. All right, we got a couple more minutes. Who teaches Spider-Man the martial art, specifically called the Way of the Spider?
Is
Yes.
it Shang-Chi?
Correct, because if it's martial arts, it's probably Shang-Chi.
I was going to say Henry
during
Ducard.
I was gonna say Batman.
that's during big time when Spider-Man loses his spider sense for a while, so he's got to
It's true.
level up in his capabilities.
He
I
has
love
since
that
not
Pete
practiced
Gabriel
it, and he has forgotten it, and so he is significantly less adept at hand-to-hand combat as a result.
Classic. I say
Gotta
get rid of
that's like me.
Spider
Gotta
Sense.
love
It's too
character
much.
growth. Gotta love
That's like
character
me with
growth.
live streaming. Crazy.
Let's see. These are too easy. Marvel's Tales of Suspense comic changed its title to the what name starting with its 100th issue?
Tales of Suspense.
Matt,
Didn't that become Mighty Thor?
it did not.
Wow.
I think you're thinking of Journey into Mystery.
That makes sense.
My buzzer has an ad going on it right now. Is it
Oing,
Tales of
oing.
Spawn Sense?
It was not.
Troy, you were trying to take over Spawn Timber,
I
and you
am.
haven't made a
I am.
single Spawn video.
Listen. That's what we do. That's what comic
Troy's
tubers do.
gonna-
We take each other's thing.
Well, Troy, just do Spawntober.
Yeah, exactly.
You have
I
plenty
already
of
got
time.
I already got Spooktober going. Spooktober's gonna be in. That's rough.
Spoopy.
We having some problems with the horror. Too scary.
It's still too
I
scary.
very much cannot do horror, which is why I'm a guest at Virtual Horror Fest pretty soon because my friend's running it and he's like, "Hey man, do you want to be a part of this?" Like, I don't like horror. He's like, "Talk about some horror comics." Okay, that would require reading some.
I highly recommend Through the Woods by Emily Carroll.
Okay,
And
I recommend. Sorry, go on.
Alien Dead Orbit by James Stokoe, which is unfortunately out of print right now.
well then I definitely can't get my
There's a-
hands on it.
Really good indie book I've been reading, Drake, that you might like called D's.
Yeah,
These nuts.
thank you for that, Owen. Also,
If you
it was
enjoyed that, please donate.
it was also Captain America, even though Tales of Suspense was an Iron Man comic for the longest time.
I definitely forgot there was a question.
I forgot
That's
we're on
fair.
a panel right now.
We are currently at $424.63. We are 4.25% to our goal right now, which is exciting because we're almost halfway to our first 1,000. Then we just got to do that
If we
9 more
could
times.
hit like 425 or 430, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Show us. I want to see 450 in the next 4 minutes.
I mean, we missed 420, and there is a button on this soundboard that says 420, so I can.
I mean, you might as well.
Actively.
Yeah.
Let's
Here we
hear
go.
it.
Here we go.
Smoke weed every day.
There you go.
A family convention. Let's see.
Don't bogart that
oh.
joint on.
Oh, there's one here that says the British are coming. I should have played that when I showed up.
Now what does that one sound like? I think, are we getting copyright struck for that?
No, that's got to be in the public domain. That's like 1,000 years old.
It
That sounds
sound-
older than your country.
But is that recording
terrible.
public domain? That's the real thing.
Let's hope so.
It sounded terrible coming through the mic. I doubt
That's
it.
true.
I doubt it got picked up by the
The lawyers
copyright.
are gonna come. It's gonna be manually claimed.
The Infinity Gauntlet holds how many Infinity Gems? That's how you know this is very out of date.
Depends. Are you talking about the 616 or the Ultimate Infinity Gauntlet?
We're talking
Oh.
about 616, not 1610.
How many does it hold?
How many of the gems? Yes, Matt. Can you name them all?
Oh, okay. There's 6.
Correct.
Time, space, power, mind. Oh. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Other
Reality.
stuff. Okay. And
Wisdom.
No,
That's
mind.
Shazam.
Did you
That's
hear it
Shazam.
say mind?
I said mind.
Power, space, time, mind, reality, and power.
You said power twice.
Oh.
There's 2 power gems.
Well, there is
Well-
a 6th gem. Which one am I? Oh, soul. Duh.
I mean,
Adam
if we're
Warlock's
talking about
gem.
the Ultimate Universe, there are, because there are 2 Infinity Gauntlets that the Hulk wields
That's true.
when they form the Ultimate Dark of Ultimates. That's very confusing, isn't it?
There also was
The ultimate dark ultimates.
Yeah, that's where Kang the Conqueror shows up, and it's an alternate future
Ah.
version of Ultimate Sue Storm.
Isn't this Jonathan Hickman's time on
I
Ultimate?
think this is after Hickman's run on Ultimate
sounds
New
right.
Ultimates.
Okay. Because I was gonna say
Hickman,
if
Hickman
it was him.
introduced the Maker, And then this is
Yeah.
the story after that where the Maker comes back. Good times.
Hmm.
Read some Ultimate Comics, guys.
You're
Learn
not
about
selling me on
Jimmy
it.
Hudson.
There
the
was a the Ego gem for a while, and then that got retconned because it was during a crossover event. And then there was also one
Wait.
big super gem that that Thanos was trying to make, and that got
They named a
shattered.
gem after Stan Lee.
That's good.
Dang,
They
shots
split it up and
fired.
gave it to all of Comic Tube.
Oh,
We are at, what are we at now with our
44463.
four,
Make a
four,
wish.
six, three. Brian McDermott donated. Thank you so much, Brian.
Brian,
Thank you all for putting on this wonderful show for such an amazing cause. I hope we can reach the goal and beyond. Best of luck with all the live streams. Thank you, Brian.
famous
Excellent.
Titans fan, Brian McDermott, right there. Big fan of the HBO show Titans.
Oh, wonderful.
Got I guess it's probably gonna be our last question before we sign off. But Hellcat was assigned to what state as its only hero as a part of the 50 state initiative?
I've lost my button, but I'm going to say Wyoming.
Close.
I don't know American geography.
That's
New
fair.
York.
Matt.
I'm going to say this ratio.
Yeah.
Oh, ratio in the
Oh.
chat.
I didn't know Spider-Man Twitter was a guest. It was Alaska.
Can we put F's in the donation page, please, for Drake?
Yeah, donate some Fs. Like honestly, donate some sick burns against me. I can take it. I once gave away $5 for whoever could insult me the best on Twitter, and it was pretty solid.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
I
gonna.
feel like we should wrap this up.
Well, I'm definitely gonna donate. I'm gonna get real mean.
Excellent.
8:15. Time to wrap it up.
Well, yeah, thank you guys so much for coming in. We have the Valiant panel coming on next, so definitely stay tuned. If you're watching on my channel, please go over to the At Home Comic Con YouTube. We're going to be doing every stream right there. We're also going to be broadcasting on Twitch as well. So yes, thank you so much. Follow us at Home Comic Con. It's very straightforward on Twitter, and we're going to be posting everything there. And remember, every panel is going to have a different giveaway, so just donate. You'll be entered on the raffle. Or sorry,
Got the
legally not a raffle.
legally not a raffle.
Legally not a raffle. It is a giveaway.
It's a giveaway.
It's only a raffle if it's from the raffle area of France. It's just
It's
a
true.
sparkling giveaway.
Well, because of Owen, we're actually international, so we're not bound to any conventional laws.
We're in international waters right now.
It's true.
We're
Well,
on a
thank you
boat.
guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the opening and for the very well prepared trivia extravaganza.
I had a great time.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe to At Home Comic Con, to Owen Likes Comics, Matt Draper, Troya Boyo, and myself. Have yourselves a good one.